I'm all over the place, and I'm Gary. Today I'm out exercising my kayaking muscles. Not just the physical muscles that I use to paddle, but the mental muscles. Just ironing out the systems that I will implement if I'm doing some regular paddling. Everything from tying the kayak onto the car the best way, easiest way, most secure way, to packing things up in an orderly fashion. The things that I might need over the course of a trip while being out on the water should certainly be within reach. Figuring out a way to keep things dry, figuring out what accessories I might need to make sure that I have with me, tools that I should make sure that I have with me, and again, knowing where to place each of those items in order to ensure efficient, safe trips. It's a pretty quiet morning out here in a number of ways. You could see one guy fishing from the shore across from the launch. I also did hear a voice echoing around the surface of the lake. This is a pretty big lake with a lot of twists and turns, so sounds can certainly bounce around a lot and make it difficult to know which direction it's actually coming from. I don't know if it was, if she was on the shore somewhere at one of the camps, or if she was out if she's out on another boat. They haven't come around the bend yet, if there are other boaters out here. But I'm listening. I've been hearing a lot of different birds, lots of different bird species. Blue jays. These shrubs here along the shore are mountain laurel. Another month or so, they'll be in bloom with the display of some of the prettiest white and pink flowers. It's hard to see them in the underbrush on the far side of the lake. But they'll definitely stand out when they flower. Hoping to get up to the Adirondacks soon. Go on to one of the larger lakes up there. Maybe do a 2 or 3 night trip camping along the way. So some of the things that I think of while out here today will help me decide how to pack things up. For example, maybe putting, stuffing my sleeping bag in the front tent, and cooking supplies, etc., tools in the back, dry well, and then everything that I'll need while I'm in the water, I'll keep in front of me in this dry bag that I have right now. These geese getting a little agitated. It is nesting season. That tells me there's probably a nest nearby. There's one goose out on the water. I'm assuming he's the sentry male, kind of distracting from the nest. Probably somewhere in the grass over there. As I paddled up, he was out quite a ways on the water. As I came in closer, he made sure that there was no water between himself and the nest. He's definitely protecting a nest somewhere. I believe it's a kingfisher. It's amazing how a little bit of recreational exercise can offer such a recharge for not only the body and the mind, but the soul. Couple raw spots on my thumbs. Thinking of going for a little hike after I get my kayak tied to my car. Just having my legs cramped up in here for this long makes me feel like it wouldn't be a bad idea to get out and loosen up a little bit. Probably less than half a mile from the boat launch at this point. So I did come out for just a quick loop hike, maybe about 2.5, 3 miles, but just enough to loosen up my the backs of my legs and my hips and lower back, and my feet too. Just for the way they were positioned, kind of the same way for about 3 hours, without moving around much. Just figure it's best bet to go ahead and stretch them out a little bit and get a little bit more of this. Heck, with a road like this, why not get a little jogging in? Recreational exercise. It's so important. So I suddenly found myself several months ago with a completely different lifestyle from what I had previous, a far more sedentary lifestyle. I spend way more hours just sitting in my car than I had been before, when I had a significantly more active lifestyle. And I find it easy to say, well, I don't have the time or energy for recreational exercise, but that's not acceptable, because no matter what the bad energy is that's holding me back, whether it's fatigue or stress or lack of motivation, there's no way to say, well, I'll wait for that bad energy to go away before I can find some good energy, because the only way to get rid of bad energy is to push it out with good energy. And I know that's easier said than done, like at times for me, and certainly more so for others. There's so many different forms of bad energy, so many different levels of strength and difficulty. But again, even then, the only way to push out bad energy is to replace it with good energy. And today I found some good energy through recreational exercise. All right, I'm Gary, and I'm all over the place.